In this video, I'm going to create a micro questionnaire as a landing page, allowing me to send it to people and ask them questions about AI adoption. I want to create a questionnaire that's about AI adoption. I want it that simple, but I need to store the items on the server. Let's see what it comes up with. Yes, I am happy with these questions. So now let's see what it does. It tends to overcomplicate things a little bit when I ask it these types of questions, but it actually doesn't seem to having been done that. Contact requested email barrier other. This is what I wanted, right? Exactly what I wanted. So now, it's going to name your database quiz 2 and module 2. So I wanted to name my database quiz 2 because I don't want it to crash with other databases that exist. So let's see what it ends up with. And now it wants to apply this particular schema into the database it just created just now. And then it will create a module for me automatically to wrap all my code inside of like one place. And now it wants to invoke the hyperlambda generator to generate hyperlambda code that stores items into my database. Let's see what it comes up with. And yes, it's applying root authentication, which of course is rubbish. So, okay, remove root authentication requirements and run the hyperlambda generator again. Let's see what it comes up with now, because obviously, I mean, this is a publicly exposed HTTP endpoint. I don't want people to log in or anything. I just want them to like punch their answers, right? So let's see, continue until done. So now I wanted to create a beautiful, minimalistically designed page with some light green colors, etc. Let's see what it comes up with. Quiz2 HTML will be my end URL here. This takes some time because OpenAI needs now to like return everything, HTML, JavaScript, and CSS. So when you're coming to the point when you want to save your HTML files, you might want to go fetch a coffee or go to the toilet or something, because that actually takes a significant amount of time. So typically a minute or something. Let's see what it comes up with here now. When it is done, So now it is done and we can open it here. But before I run through it and actually test it, I want to connect to the database and select all records. So I want to do this once before I try the form and once afterwards, of course, to show how data actually ends up in my database. And as you can see here, there are currently no no records. Okay, planning widespread adoption. Select what is the biggest barrier, data privacy concerns, what industry are you in, software development, yes, I want to be contacted, and my email is thomas@inero.io. And submission failed. Why did it fail? Let's look at it and see if we can fix it. Let's have a look at in the log to see if the log can help us out. Not null. Okay. So when it assigned our database, it required they created that field, but it actually don't supply it during post. Let's see if we can fix it. Load the hyper lambda backend file. Recreate the hyper. Now, you know what? I want you to change the front end such that it always supplies the field, since it fails during inserts. And now it's getting current date as it is invoking the API. It's not entirely at the point where you can like completely vibe code everything without like having any like technical expertise from before, but it's pretty powerful. Let's see now what happens. What is your organization's current AI level? Widespread adoption, data privacy concern, software development. Yes, I want to be contacted. My email address is thomas@guysol.com. Submit, and let's see, submission failed. Hooray. We are so lucky. Internal server error. So, why did that happen now? Let's see. Vibe coding does have its unique challenges. I need to emphasize. Create that. Modules, quiz 2. Let's try again. And there we go. So now let's try connect to database and select all records. And as you can see, my stuff is in there. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.